would you describe your just overall improvement against the zone in your last 3 games? You shot 71% in the second half against Alabama. Is it Sentinel's basically making shots, or is it?
I think so. I think so. Because again, I mean, the game obviously before Ole Miss, we didn't play well, and again, I wasn't so upset. I mean, obviously you lose a game, but I was more upset when we just didn't play at the level we needed to play. Not necessarily, missing shots. I figured the shots would fall. I mean, I wasn't worried about that because these guys spent hours. I mean, Jordan, Jordanelle, Quinn, all those guys in the gym this morning, so they put the time into getting shots up. So that wasn't, my biggest concern. I knew the shots would fall, but again, some nights they won't fall, especially when you're on the road and you got to be able to make plays, make decisions. But we got to get better at dribble penetrating the zone because those shots present themselves, and all of a sudden you shoot them and shoot them. At the Alabama game, I think after that first or second time, I just told the guys, I know those shots are there. We got to be able to get the ball inside with the post feed or the dribble, and not settle for so many three-point shots because they did present themselves.
You really could have got a handle on the turnovers. Only 5 in Alabama with a freshman against a team that's going to like to press. How big of a deal was that? And what was after the way you struggled at Florida, to get that much better in a week?
Well, I just think, really, because we spend so much time in that area, but I just think what we had to do as a staff, you have to look back, you have to go over the things you need to get better or spend more time on. So we started to spend a little bit more time on the basic ball handling jump stop drills that we would normally do as opposed, say you normally spend 5 minutes on them, we'd probably spend 15, just so, okay, we need to go over this a little bit more. And the same way with other things that we need to do. We probably spend, with the press offense, we probably spend a little more time than we normally would. And the guys did a good job against it. But sometimes you don't like to do that because it takes away from other things you need to work on. But if you have to do it, you have to do it.
Against Alabama in the first half, you were 2 out of 12 from two-point range. In the second half, you were 12 out of 16 on two-pointers. Was that just being more efficient and getting better shots?
I think more in the second half they went to a man. Obviously, that's what we work against all the time now. We can spread you out, we can make plays, you can use the dribble, you can go inside the Jordanelle. I think it was more their man defense as opposed to their zones. They didn't play as much zone in the second half. Down the stretch, they stuck with a lot of man.